we're going to talk about learning, all right? Very, very important. There's 3 ways people learn on this world, all right? The first one is called visual. Everybody say visual.
Visual.
Yeah, that's by seeing it, right? If I show you something, won't you know how to do it? Yes. Okay. Another way people like to learn is called audio. Everybody say audio.
Audio.
Right? That's called by hearing and talking. Right? You hear and talk. If I tell you something, Riley, won't you know how to do it? Yeah, if I come over and I tell you, yes, you're going to know how to do it. And then there's one more way. It's called kinesthetic. Everybody say kinesthetic. A hard word. That is by touching and feeling. All right? Let me see here. Serge, be my helper right here. Quick. Hurry up. Get in line quick. Yes.
Do you know Serge getting...
Why are you sitting talking to me? Oh, what?
Do you know Serge is getting free black stripes?
Sit down. Let's pay attention. Put this leg all the way out, Serge. I want that out. Give me this hand over here. Now watch how I'm teaching him. You see I'm making his hand strong, I'm bending his leg, I'm making this hand here, and you know something, with all of these moves and me touching him like this, he's developing feelings inside his whole body. He says, wow, I really feel powerful here, right? Feels like a superhero right now, right? Pretty good. Clap for him. So we have 3 ways of learning. First one is what? Visual. Second one is auditory. Say auditory. Yes, that's by hearing and talking. And then the third one is kinesthetic. All right? Touching and feeling. Now, we all use all 3 ways. Everybody uses all 3 ways. However, we only like one the best. And that's why we're here today. We're going to find out which one is the one we like the best. So maybe at the end of class today, I'm going to come over and I might say, Noah, which way was your best way of learning? Noah probably might say, you know, Master T, when you were showing me what to do and I was watching you, I like that way the best. It would be more visual, right? All right. Some guy might come over here. I might say, Kate, stand up. I might ask her. I says, well, what was your way the best? And she's going to say, you know, Master T, when I was hearing you and you were talking, I like that way the best. She might be more auditory. All right? And then I might go over to Serge. Serge, what was your way of learning the best? And he might turn around and he might say, well, you know what? When you brought me up in class and you were moving my hand and you were making me feel like a superhero, I think I like that way the best. It might be more kinesthetic. Okay, so we're all going to check that out today, and we're going to find out which way is our best way, Dean, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about one more thing about learning. We're going to talk about teachers. We're going to talk about great teachers, all right? Great teachers have tools, but they don't have a toolbox. One of the tools a great teacher would use is called tonality. Everybody say tonality.
Tonality.
Yeah, tonality is talking really, really loud, low. All right, see, I could get your attention by being loud, and I could get your attention by being really low. Now, have you guys ever had a play date?
Yes.
If you ever had a play date, you invite your friends over, and you have a couple of friends over, and then you go over to like your best friend, and you tell them a secret. What do all your other friends try to do? What do they try to do if you're telling a secret to one friend? What? What do they try to do? If I'm telling a secret, what do they do? They try to listen, right? You go over to one of your friends and you tell them the secret, right? All of your other friends are trying to listen to find out what the secret was. Here, look, watch. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go over to Dean. I'm going to tell Dean a secret. I'm telling him a secret. My best guy. You heard it?
Yeah!
All right. So I can get your attention by being really, really low, and then I can get your attention by being really loud, right? Okay, that's called tonality. Now, a great teacher would use tonality. Another teacher, right? I mean the same teacher, another great teacher, there is something called motion. Everybody say motion creates emotion. Say that. Motion creates emotion. Emotions like happy, sad, right? Okay. Or mad. Well, when you're mad, you're sad, right? No? Oh, okay. All right. So now you saw me go over and tell Dean. Did I go over and tell Dean that he was my best guy?
Yes.
Well, this time I'm going to go over and I'm going to use motion to tell him the same thing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, now watch. I'm going to go over and tell Dean. Dean, you ready? I'm going to come over and I'm going to just tell him the same thing, but I'm going to use motion. All right? Dean, I can't believe how great you are. You're the best guy.
We hear.
See?
We can hear.
By using motion, you get kind of excited, a little tingly, don't you? That Band-Aid coming off? Can I help you?
Yeah.
Let me put it on. Come here. Let's see. We'll take it, stick it right on there. Oh, what kind of Band-Aid is this? It's a poop emoji. Get out of here, Dean. All right, now, all right. So great teachers use tonality and they use motion that creates emotion. Really very important. I'm going to need the easel. Okay. Now, let me show you. Let's see here. I need a helper. Leroy, right here, please. All right, come up here. There's 3 spots on Leroy's body he never wants to get hit. All right? He never wants to get hit there. He doesn't want to get hit here. That's a secret magic pressure point called the solar plexus. And then he never wants to get hit down there in the groin. So he has to protect himself. He has to put this hand up here, right? Look at me, straight ahead. Right? That hand's protecting his face. Can't get his face, right? The hand's there. 2 elbows come together to protect the solar plexus. I can't hit him there. And this hand's down here. If I try to kick him, I'm only going to hurt my own foot, right? Okay? So, pretty good. Clap for him. Excellent. So everybody stand up and let me see you protect yourself in those 3 spots. All right. First thing I want to see, everybody listen to me. Put your hands down in front. I want everybody to take the hand on this side. That's the left hand. Bring it all the way to the top and then cover the other 2 spots. All right? And I'm coming around to check to see who's good at this. Now, let me look. Oh, solar plex. You got to cover that. Right? Perfect. Very good. Excellent. Right there. Good, good, good. Really good. Okay, so just bring these elbows here, like that. Perfect. I like it. All right. Now, I want everybody to turn and look in that mirror. Okay? Put your hands down. You can put your hands in front of you. Now, everybody, take a look at your face. I want you to see your face. Can everybody see their face?
Yes.
All right. If you can't see your face, step out so you can see your face. Now, we all have 3 faces. 3. This is the face everybody gets to see. This is the face you wear to school. This is the one when you go to the mall, you use this face. Playing outside, you use this face. All right? Then there's another face. A face that only moms and dads know. Don't your mom and dad know when you're not happy? Don't they know when you're sick? That's a different face. But then there's one more face. The face that only you know. when you do something in school you're not proud of, if you don't get a good mark on your test and you're like a little bit disappointed, don't you have a different face? Yeah, it's not a happy one sometimes. But sometimes when you get like 100, you have a happy face, right? Of course. All right. Well, here's why we have to know this. Bullies like to pick on boys and girls that they know they can beat up. Bullies are cowards. If they don't think they can beat you up, they're not going to bother you. They don't want to be embarrassed in front of all their friends, right?
No, sir.
Correct. All right. So we have to have the face that shows the bully that we're powerful and that we're not wimps. If we show the bully the wimp face, he's going to bother you. He's going to try to beat you up. Does everybody know? You
Yes,
see that?
sir.
Okay. Everybody get back on your line. I want to show you something. Watch.
Yes, sir.
Now, 2 feet together. All right. We're standing on the world right now. Right?
Yes, sir.
Here's what I need you to do. Take your 2 feet, spread them a little bit apart, and I want your toes to point at each other. So watch, I'm going to take my toes, turn them that way, and my toes here this way, and that makes me feel a little more rooted into the ground. Okay? So everybody take your toes and point them at each other and see how you feel here. You feel steady, real sturdy, like a tree. Now take your toes and push them out like this. A little bit wobbly. Turn them back in. Now you're strong again. You see that? Take your arms and put them out here. This is called shumbi. Everybody say shumbi. Shumbi means get ready to learn, Dean. All right? Put them all the way out here. Shumbi means get ready to learn. Now, the bully, when he sees this, he's not going to pick on you. You look very powerful. Let's go to the wimpy state. Well, I'm going to teach you how to change your state. I'm not taking you out of Florida and putting you in California. I'm just going to teach you how to feel different. All right? The bullies, you ever see boys and girls in your school? Dean, why are you moving so much? You ever see boys and girls in your schools that walk around like this sometimes? Yeah, and you know what they do sometimes? They go like this and they lean on things all of the time and like, wimpy state. Bullies are looking for those guys because they know they can beat them up. That's why we don't lean on anything. We hold ourselves up. Leaning on, when I catch you leaning on my wall, do I yell?
Yes, sir.
You're right, I yell. If I catch you leaning, see, they moved my trap over there. I put a trap right over there. Okay, this way when you're on the red line, if you lean, touch the bag, 50 push-ups, right? I don't like leaning. No leaning. When you're sitting down, when we use the bags, do I let you lean on the bag?
No.
Head straight, back straight, look sharp. You always have to look sharp. Now, everybody go to the wimpy state. Go like this. Go to the powerful state. Take a breath, deep breath, put it in your belly right here. Go to wimpy. Good. Okay. Wimpy, you're really wimpy. You know how to really be wimpy. Go to powerful. Hurry up. You wake up one day and let's say you're feeling a little bit wimpy. All you gotta do is take a deep breath, go shumbi, and then you're ready for the whole day. Nobody is going to bother you. All right? We adjust our posture. Our posture is the way we stand on the world, or the way we sit. Okay, everybody have a seat. I'm going to show you something.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about, who knows about straws? You know about a straw? All right, if I have a straw, and I take a pitcher of water, and I pour it into the straw, and it goes all the way down, doesn't the water come out fast? Yeah, it comes out really fast. I pour it right in there. Now, take the straw, and go like this, crumple it up in your hand, like squeeze it and bend it, and then pour water in it. Does it come out fast anymore? No, it does not, right? All right, I need a helper. Let me see here. Riley. Right? I didn't hear you, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Come up here. All right, right here, on Riley's body, right here, is his spine. Everybody put your hand back there, you can feel it. Now, you feel his spine right here?
Yes, sir.
It's a big, long tube. All right, sit down. I'm going to show everybody on Clarence. Okay? Let me see. Look at Clarence here. Clarence has a bracelet on. I think he went out for a date last night. See? Bracelet. He looks so cool. All right. Now, on the back of Clarence, look. Do you see this long, long spine?
Yes, sir.
Right? This would be what we're thinking when we're using the straw to talk about. This is the spine. And up in the spine, all of the nerves and stuff, you can even think about them like computers, like a wires. All of the wires go from here all the way up. They go into the brain. They go into the arms. They go into the legs. All in there. Now, if you don't have really good posture, right? If you make this crumbled up, see, even when Clarence sits, see how straight he sits?
Yes, sir.
Head goes right up, right here, goes right to the ceiling. This stays straight. If you don't make that straight and you crunch it up, what do you think happens? Huh? Not only does it hurt, but all of the things your body's supposed to be able to do don't work so good. Mr. Tool, where are you? Okay. All right. You know, if I want to move my arm, right? My brain says, move your arm. Goes right up, right? Move my leg. Goes right up. My body, right, and your body is working the right way. The brain is telling the body what to do. Have you ever been in school and all of a sudden the teacher says, spell this word?
Yes, sir.
And all of a sudden you can't remember how to spell the word.
No, sir.
You guys know how to spell it all of the time?
Yes, sir.
Wow, you guys are so good at that. Well, sometimes, as you start to get older, you start all of a sudden, we call it being brain dead. You can't figure anything out. All of a sudden it's gone. And then it comes back in a second. Okay? Are you holding your head up in my class? Don't do that. Head straight. Heads everybody up to the ceiling. Quick. Posture straight. Look good. I need you to be thinking the best. If you're in school and you forgot something, let's say you're doing math homework, and you forgot what 2 and 2 equals.
Oh, that's
I don't want you to tell me. All right, all you have to do is take a deep breath, fix your posture, make your head go all the way up to the ceiling, and boom, the answer is going to be right there in your head. That's how it works.
4 plus 4.
No, 2 plus 2 equals what?
2 plus 4.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Huh?
2 plus 4 equals 8.
Oh my God. All right, let's talk about some things I have here for you, and then we're going to work on your form. Let's see. Does everybody see my chart?
Yes.
All right, we're going to talk about this. Now, this is a little bit higher. I usually give this to my orange belts, but I'm going to give this to you, all right, because you're going to be orange belts pretty soon, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to talk about feelings, right? This is a class 1 feeling. Now, you see what it says over here?
Yes, sir.
1, it feels good. 2 says it's good for you. 3 says it's good for others. And 4 serves the greater good. This is like the community. Let's take an example here. Examples. If you save somebody's life, wouldn't you feel good?
Yes, sir.
Is it good for you?
Yes, sir.
Is it good for others?
Yes, sir.
And the community's going to love you because you just saved somebody's life, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a class 1 feeling. All green, right? Winning the Olympics. If you won the Olympics, wouldn't you feel good?
Yes, sir.
right? Good. It's good for you, it's good for others, and it serves the greater good. All right, let's go to a class 2 feeling. All right, look. Does not feel good, Dean. But it is good for you. It's good for others, and it serves the greater good, the community. Let's see an example. Taking your medicine. Sometimes we get sick, right? And we have to take medicine. Nobody likes to take medicine because it doesn't taste good. It doesn't feel good. Get out of here. You can't like medicine. But is it good for you?
Yes.
Is it good for others?
Yes.
And does it serve the greater good, the community? Because you don't make the whole place sick, right? All right. So that's a class 2 feeling. Here's a class 3 feeling. It feels good. It's not good for you. It's not good for others. And it's not good for the community. Here's the examples. Taking drugs. Smoking. Drinking. And what do I call this? Can you read that?
Dumb brain.
Dumb brain. If you're doing this, if you're doing any of this, dumb brain.
Dumb.
Let's go to feeling number 4. Here's feeling number 4.
Oh.
Look. Does not feel good. It's not good for you. It's not good for others. Does not serve the greater good. What's it say?
Ending up in hospital.
Everybody read it.
Ending up in hospital.
Ending up in the hospital. Have you ever taken a walk through the hospital and you see all people laying in beds with tubes in their nose and in their mouth and in their body, and they're sick and they can't move?
No, sir.
Is that a good thing?
No, sir.
All right. Well, I guarantee you, if you do this, that's where you're going to go.
Oh,
You're going to be in the hospital. Anybody want to be in the hospital?
No.
No. All right. So I don't think we ever better do this.
No.
Now, let me show you what the class 5 feeling feels like. Look, class 5. Oh, no class 5. You know why? Because you're dead. You're in the ground. You do those dumb things, you're going to die. You don't drink, you don't smoke, and you don't take drugs. Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. All right, hold on. Black belts have to know all of this stuff. And there's a lot here. You know, some of this is a little bit too much for you yet. All right, now, this is a new game. I want to know if you ever played this game. Alphabet. You guys know your ABCs? Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody sing it. Let me hear.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Oh, Mr. Tool, Kiosa, they know how to do it. They know the ABCs.
They do, but can you say it backwards?
No!
I can
She-
say it backwards.
No, get out of here!
Right here.
Let's see if she can say it backwards. Go.
Y,
Z Y X W V U T S R Q P O N M L K J I H G F E D C B A. Oh yeah.
Is that crazy?
What?
That kid just makes my mind go crazy. All right, here's what we're going to do. This is the game. 26 letters, 26 numbers. What I want to do is I take a word. I'm trying to figure out the value of a word. And I say, okay, I want to know what is the value of knowledge. So I spell knowledge, I put a K there, and then I look up K, and K is number 11. Then I go to the next letter, and N is number 14. And then I take all of the numbers for that word, I put it over here on the list, and I added it up. 96. 96 is pretty high. You guys get 96s on your test? Oh, you get a 96 on your test? Is it pretty high? What?
Sir, for homework for the one of the very first days in school that I went.
Talk louder because everybody has to hear you.
I think the first week of school, I had to figure out a word that is exactly $1. That like all of it
Together?
all together.
All right, we're going to talk about that word in 1 second. All right. Well, knowledge was 96. Pretty high. High number. Now, another word called hard work. Look, higher than 96. 98. Now, see, if you have knowledge, that means you know how to do something, right? If you have knowledge. Now, knowledge is in your brain. It stays there in your brain. If you just leave it in your brain and you don't use it and you don't do anything with it, what good is it? It's just in your brain, right? But if you do the hard work, which is 98, all of a sudden something materializes. Let's say I want to make a bench, right? I want to make a bench for my backyard. I have the knowledge in my brain, but I never make the bench. Is that good? But if I have the knowledge in my brain and I do make the bench, I start the hard work and I start making the bench, pretty soon the bench is going to be in my backyard. Is that correct? And then people are going to enjoy it, they're going to sit on it and everything, right? That's why hard work is better than knowledge. Now, let me see if there's another word that is better than hard work. What's this word? Attitude. Look, 100. Was that the word you had? A different word? Wednesday. Wednesday's 100 day? I love that Wednesdays. I always knew I liked Wednesdays. All right. You can go to Duffy's on Wednesdays? All right. Put your hands down. Attitude. Let's say you wake up one morning and you have a boss that tells you to do something. And he says, you know what? You're at work. I want you to make the bench. And you say, I don't want to make the bench. The boss says, I don't care. You like to get paid. You like to eat. You make the bench. Boss tells you what to do. You got to do it, right?
Yes,
All right. So now you have the knowledge how to make it. And you're going to have to do the hard work. But the attitude is not going to be good because you don't want to make the bench. So tell me something. How do you think the bench is going to come out? Really good and strong or kind of wimpy and weak? Tell me. That's right. If you don't have the right attitude, if you don't want to do it and you just don't put the right attitude into it, it's never going to come out right. But if you have the right attitude, and the boss says, well, you know, I want you to make the bench. I love that idea. I'm going to make the best bench ever. How is that bench going to come out? Tell me, everybody.
Good.
Really good, right? That is so important to have the right attitude. You go to school, teacher gives you homework, gives you stuff to do. You have to have the right attitude. Right attitude, you get 100s. Wrong attitude, Dean, you failed. That's a bad thing, right? You don't want to do that. All right. Now, All right, let me see. Okay, what's this word?
I.
What does that mean? Tell me what it means. Why are you sitting?
It means that, like, I don't want to do my
Oh, you're going to be in big trouble. I means you, right?
homework.
You, have a seat. Right, Riley, what? Stand up for attention, quick.
I want to do my homework.
Oh, I like that, Riley. So I is you. I means you, right? Okay. Sitting down, Riley. Now. What is this word? You. All right. What does this say?
Your story.
What's your story? Everybody here has a story. What's your story?
My
Your story's gonna lose. You're gonna lose your belt if you don't get up quickly. Stand up.
Oh.
Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what's your story?
My story is
I don't know. You have a birthday. You were born. You have a mom and you have a dad. You have a sister. Any brothers?
yes.
All right, well, you have a whole story over here that you don't know. Tell the story. Everybody, sit down 1 second and think of your story. You have birthdays, you have brothers, sisters, moms, dad. You have hobbies, things that you love to do. Who's holding their head up in my class? Oh, don't do that. Put your hands down 1 second. Now we have stories. Everybody should know their story. Your attributes, things that you have, right? You have 2 eyes.
Yes, sir.
Hello, yes?
Yes, sir.
You have a nose.
Yes, sir.
Eyes for sight, nose for smelling. You have a mouth, right?
Yes, sir.
For taste, right? 2 ears for hearing.
Yes, sir.
Tell me something. Why do you think we have 2 ears and only 1 mouth? Why do you think that? Stand up and tell me, Jaden.
Can be too loud.
No. Why do you think you have 2 ears? Only 1 mouth. Why? I want Riley. Why?
Because we want both of your ears to hear the same thing.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Why?
We want to listen more than we talk.
Tell everybody.
We want to listen more than we talk.
Listening. When you listen, you're learning. When you're talking, you're teaching. Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Tell me something. 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, can you really teach something too much?
Yes, sir.
Not yet. When you get a little older, then you can teach.
Yeah.
When your teacher's talking to you, I know. See, West Boca Karate students, I get letters about this all over the time. Teachers from Sandpiper Shores, Del Prado, Whispering Pines, all of the places, Hammock Point. They write me letters and they tell me, he says, your students are the best because when I talk to them, they stand at attention and they look at me and listen to all of my words and then they ask questions. That's perfect. Let's say everybody here is a mom or a dad, right? Mom or a dad? You guys are moms and dads. And you have a little baby boy or a little baby girl. And you grab that little baby and you say, come over here. And you say, I want to tell you something. And you better learn this because it's for your safety. I don't want you to get hurt. All right? And the little boy, the little girl standing there in front of you, and they're going like this. Just like you do. Like this. That's what you're doing, playing with your phone, doing things. Are you going to be happy about that? So why do you do it to moms and dads? Moms and dads are trying to tell you something. You stand at attention, you look at them and listen to all of their words and don't talk. if mom or dad is talking to somebody, you could go over and say, excuse me, and then wait for mom and dad to notice you and talk to you, but you don't interrupt the conversations, do you? Do you guys do that? I hope not. All right. Oh, look. You have 2 hands and 2 legs. All right, let's see. Your power. What are your powers? All right. What powers do you have? Let's see. Dean, tell me your power. What power do you have? Huh? You have a fist? Yeah? Okay, I like that. Have a seat. Tell me some more powers. What other powers do you have? Riley, what can you do? There's superpowers. What superpowers do you have? We all have them. What?
Leg powers.
You have leg powers. You can move around. You can walk everywhere, right? Perfect. What do you have? Knowledge. You're smart. You get good grades. Knowledge power. Oh, man. What do you have?
Be strong.
You're strong? Oh, good power. What?
Be fast.
You're fast? It's a good power. What do you have?
I'm faster than anyone.
You're sitting down, so I'm not listening to you. Oh, now you're standing. What?
I'm faster than anyone.
Oh, really? Okay, so you're fast too. What do you have, Riley?
Be strong and safe.
And you're strong too? See, these are our superpowers. You don't, it's perfect. What?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Tell me something. Is there anybody here that draws good?
Yes, sir.
That's a superpower. That's a power.
What?
If you know how to draw good, you think everybody knows how to draw?
Yes, sir. No.
Not everybody knows how to draw really good. That's a power. That's a superpower. You know what? There are 2 kinds of things. 2 things that we have. See this? Skill must be learned. You have skills, right? 2-wheel bicycle. Were you born knowing how to ride a 2-wheel bicycle?
Yes, sir.
You have to learn, right? Mom, dad had to take you outside and you had to learn how to ride. Do you guys know how to ride a 2-wheel bicycle yet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, pretty good. Somebody had to teach you though, right?
Yes, sir.
Skills have to be learned. Skills have to be taught. And that's important, right? You're here taking martial arts. That's important, right? You have to be taught. You're not born with that power. You have to learn it. That's what a skill is. All right? Now, your talent. See your talent? Given to you at birth. You were born with that. Nobody gave it to you. You were born. That's your power. If you can draw really good, that's a power given to you by God. No, nobody taught you how to do that. If you have a really good memory and you can remember everything in this room in its place, that's a power. That's a talent. Talents are what you're born with. Everybody, and it takes time to find out what your talents are. See this little girl? Stand up. I've been watching her. You know why I've been watching her? She's as smart as a whip. She sits down and she does math. I can't do it as fast as she can do it. She's probably going to be some type of mathematician. She's probably going to invent something really great that we're all going to use. Talent. Have a seat. Thank you very much. All right. All right, Mr. Tulo, let's take these guys through number 1, through their form. How much time do I have? I'd love to get this through. All right, give me one more second. I get this through, then I can be stackables. What are stackables? Everything that makes you smarter, makes you stronger, makes you healthier, strengthens your family, can possibly put money in your pocket sometime down the road. That's a stackable. All right. Watching cartoons on TV, is that a stackable? Is it going to make you smarter? No. Okay. Let me see here. Being a couch potato, is that a stackable?
No.
No. Is eating junk food, is that a stackable?
No.
Not being nice to mom and dad, saying bad things sometimes, is that a stackable?
No.
Okay. Are any of these things that are not stackables going to put money in your pocket a little bit down the road? No. Okay. Making you smarter. You go to school, you get good grades. How about reading a book before you go to bed?
Yes, sir.
Read a book before you go to bed? Is that a stackable? All right. Let me see. Coming to karate, you guys already do that. That's a stackable because it's making you stronger. And it's teaching you how to protect your family. Okay, now, and it's also making you healthier, right? It's making you healthier because you're doing exercise. And it's very important to do exercise. All right, now strengthen your family. Let's say mom and dad said, you know what? Sunday we're going over to grandma's house. And you say, no, I want to sit on the couch. I want to watch cartoons. Sitting on the couch watching cartoons is stackable?
No.
How about going over grandma's house and strengthening the family, seeing grandma, right? Is that a stackable? Yes. Okay. Now, all of these things, if you become smart, right? If you become strong, and you become healthier, and because you're doing, let's say, martial arts or going to the gym and making yourself smart and strong, can it possibly put money in your pocket down the road? Yes, and that's very important because, number one, you have to have money to have a nice house. You have to have money to have a nice car. You guys want a nice house, a nice car? I mean, you can't live with mom and dad forever. You're going to get big. You're going to be a mom and a dad. You're going to need a car. Are you going to need a car? You're going to need a nice house, right? You're going to need a really good job, right? You're going to need a really smart husband or a smart wife, right? How do you get them? You get them by doing stackables. All right? You don't want to be dumb or stupid. If you're dumb or stupid, guess what? You don't have a nice car. You don't have a nice house. You're probably not going to be healthy. And you're going to probably marry somebody who's dumb. Oh, a dumb wife or a dumb husband. You want that?
No.
Go to school and learn everything. This way your life will be so easy. That's what you want. Easy life. Not a hard life. Everybody up. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fate speech. Shariat. Kone bow. All right, Ms. Vitullo, take them through number one, please.
Yes, sir.